this is Lindy.
And I'm Russell.
From Love, Create, Celebrate. Today we are designing and building some gifts for our kids.
Yeah, and we're in planning mode. Also, we'd like to thank Wagner for sponsoring this video.
So last year we built 3 gifts, one for each of our children. We did share their reactions. They were amazing. The kids loved their gifts and it was so affordable. So we want to do that again this year. We're gonna build 1 gift for each of our 3 kids. So for our oldest daughter, she's very artistic, into crafts and painting and drawing. So we were thinking some kind of art easel. Like just big enough to fit paper. I don't know, like yay big.
I would make it square though. Like I don't want to do these obtuse angles.
This is artistic drawing.
Okay. Like fill in the box like.
No, this is, see, that's like whatever.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna use this as a scale rendering.
Okay. I'll try it again over here so that you can. All right, get building. It's on you now.
I thought we were doing this together. These are going to be what we're using for my oldest daughter. And again, it was this scrap that I had lying around from an old project. They're about ½ inch, just under ½ inch thick, but they're solid maple. So we're going to make an art easel out of that. For this video, we're not going to go into detail on how we built each project. We are, however, going to have a blog post and detailed plans for each of the builds. We started by cutting the top and bottom pieces to size, as well as cutting pieces for the sides of the box. With the miters cut on the side pieces, I glued and clamped the box together. I got the box made. This is the insert, this is the tray, and then I have a lid that goes on and fits, it's the right size, and I want it to do this. So what I did is I got these little hinges from the hardware store, and I'm gonna install them on here, like so. So I'm just gonna chisel out their location so that then this can sit on here flush, and then you'll just have this sticking out. I'm gonna mount a hinge like this on the back, and then I'll make a little leg that stands in here, and then I might have to put some slots on the tray to hold the leg up in position. So that's what I'm gonna kind of work on next. After I had the inside of the box complete, I made a little edge on the outside face just to hold any kind of work when it was tilted up. We have teamed up with Wagner. They actually sent us their new FLEXIO 3500 for this project. It comes with the sprayer and then also the detailed finish sprayer, which is nice. You can spray unthinned paints, primers, latex stains, so it's really versatile that way. And this is a new compact design, so that should be a bit more ergonomic for just spraying and using the gun itself. So yeah, let's open it up and see what's inside. And this guy, oh yeah, this is definitely smaller than the other unit. That's your main kind of pump, and then you have this is the detail unit for kind of your fine, small projects, and then this is the big guy. Cool. We used Minwax Natural Stain to add a bit of color to the easel. We used Wagner's detailed spraying tip and the FLEXIO 3500 to apply the stain. This makes it so easy and it goes on really smooth. Once the stain had dried, we used the sprayer to apply some polyurethane just to add a protective coat for crayons and paints and pencils. And here is what the easel looked like when we were done, and we couldn't be happier with how this turned out. We think our daughter's gonna love this easel, and I think this could be a great gift for any artist.
Our middleest one, she started gymnastics and loves it.
That's true.
So we thought about doing some kind of gymnastics bar.
And then some kind of frame. You're gonna need to like gusset it or like angle it.
I don't know what that means.
You would not have passed my drafting class.
What do you mean?
I should be the one actually doing this.
Well, I'm the one with the ideas. There.
Yeah, I'm gonna build it with toe in.
This is like a wide angle lens.
That's not even how you do that. We'll make it so that I can just screw the bar at different locations.
So it's adjustable. I honestly think she would love this.
And I think all the kids will play with it too. For our middleest daughter, as we say sometimes, we actually had this from our entry makeover that I got this bar. It's just a piece of black steel pipe with the flanges on the ends, and I got this powder coated, but then we decided to go a different route with that. So I just had this lying around the shop. It's 4 feet length, which is kind of, I think, looking online, that's a good size for the bars. So we're gonna use this as the bar. And I bought a bunch of 2x4s for the frame. And again, a relatively easy project. And I know our daughter will love it. For the 2 main side posts, I took 2 2x4s and I glued them together. Once the glue set, I ran them through the planer to square them up, and then I cut them all to size. Then I cut all the wood for the base to the right size and length so I could get ready for assembly. I got ready to glue and screw everything together, and then I added braces to the sides. Once we had 2 identical frames made, we filled any holes and gave the whole thing a quick sand. Then we marked out and drilled 4 locations for the bar. The final piece I had to build was to create a support at the bottom of the frame. This was a piece of metal that I had left over. It's probably overkill, but it was free to me, so I decided to use it. To finish off the project, we wanted to give it a coat of paint, so we used some primer and black paint that we had from other projects and our Wagner FLEXIO 3500. The really nice thing is that you don't have to thin out the paints to get a nice smooth finish with this sprayer.
Oh my gosh.
Again, we were really happy with how this project turned out. We know that our daughter's gonna love it, and I was even able to try it out and it held my weight, so it should work for the kids. We did have to buy a mat for this project, but if you just include the materials to build the frame, this project would have been under $100, so it's really affordable as well. How do gymnasts do it? And you're like,
Exactly like that.
gym routine. Very gracefully. That's how you gracefully
Dismount.
Yep.
The youngest one, again, all he cares about is cars. That is literally all he wants to play with.
It's in his genes.
In his jeans?
The genes are actually part of like biology, and
Okay.
it's makeup of a body,
what?
body DNA and things.
Excellent. Science lessons from Russell.
From Love, Create, Celebrate.
No, I'm not taking any credit for that.
We wanted to do something a little different. So he has a car mat, which we kind of built off of, that has like a whole city. But we wanted to do like 3D. And then this year we've also been playing with the glow forge, and it snowballed from there.
If you have seen our Lego table video, linked somewhere,
You should. If you haven't, you should.
we're gonna use that design.
Yeah.
And we're gonna use the exact same Lego table design, only slightly bigger,
Yeah.
and build it into
Little car map.
a little car map, like
Little car
a
city.
3D car city.
Yeah. So we'll have some buildings, we'll have some roads,
That's some pretty
parking.
good 3D drawing.
That's significantly better than... This is getting worse. Stop. I think we have a plan.
We have a plan.
These are just 1/2-inch, good 2-side pieces of plywood. Same idea as our Lego table. So I just need to finish. I need to add miters to the edges, and then we'll do a top. We're gonna build some buildings on the glow forge, and that will be for that project. Once I got all the pieces ready, I glued and screwed the table together. Again, we grabbed our Wagner paint sprayer and we added a coat of primer and then a final top coat of black paint. Previously, we used our Glowforge to build a bunch of buildings for some home decor. We really liked how these turned out, and we thought this would be a great fit to build some city buildings for our car table. Before we assembled the buildings, we gave them a quick coat of polyurethane with our sprayer to give them a bit of protection. We laid out the buildings on our table to kind of figure out where we wanted to put roads and grass, and then used some paint to paint some green areas for grass, a blue little pond, and the roads. Finally, once all this paint was dry, we grabbed our sprayer for one last time and added a coat of polyurethane to protect the whole table. And here's a close-up of some of the buildings that we ended up with. We have a police station, a fire station, and a hospital. We couldn't be happier with how the table turned out. We think all the buildings added a really cool element to the car map, and we hope that our youngest really enjoys this. Oh, fire! no!
We have to actually pack all this up so the kids don't see it when they get home from school today. So if you want to see the kids' reactions to these gifts, make sure you're following us on Instagram because that's where we'll be sharing their reaction after Christmas. But
until then, I'll be practicing to make sure it works.
Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks.